We met first when we were about 16, 15. And
I'm older.
Yeah, by half a year.
Yeah. I had heard about Rachel, and then I met her, but I didn't know they were the same people. I knew her name, but I didn't get the connection. And so then I asked her friend for her Hotmail address, which is like, just a big deal. And I was like, they're the same people. The person I heard about and kind of like from a distance, but didn't know. So before Facebook, there was MySpace. Before MySpace was MSN Messenger. And so that's, you get someone's Hotmail email address and you add them on MSN Messenger, and it was just like chat. You'd have all these dialogues. And I was very, very good at MSN Messenger. And there's this thing where you could like appear offline. And so like no one would see that you're online. And, but I would sit there and wait because I was going to university at the time. And then as soon as she would be online, I would like go from appear offline to online, and I'd be like, oh my goodness, like what are the chances of us both being online at the same time? And this is so good. And then I would just be all in and just like so focused for like an hour and a little bit.
And then we just would connect at like parties every 6 months, probably, because you lived farther than me.
Yeah, we lived in different cities, so I tried to do everything I could, became friends with her friends, became friends with her brother, so I could hang out with Rachel more. I remember one time we were going, like, we decided we would go on a hike or something like that. I think Ben came, actually. Ben came, was driving. Yeah. And we poured water on the front seat of the car so that
when they picked me up.
So that neither of us would sit in the front. It was like, oh, like the window was left open last night, so the front seat's soaking wet. So then we just sat in the back and we chatted the whole way to. What did you do? Grouse grind?
They poured water.
What did we do? We did where did we?
Yeah,
hike?
grouse grind.
It was horrible. It was a horrible hike.
I had a good day.
And we got married really young. Like I was 21 and you were 20, right?
I was 21 as well.
We're both 21. When I proposed, it was like a big deal. And like,
it was amazing.
I'd gone up the day before to Grouse Mountain, like the local ski hill. We scouted out the spot in the forest, all covered in snow. So I had all my friends, they went up early that day. They set up 25 lanterns and made like a pathway and roses and like chocolate covered strawberries and all that kind of stuff. A couch made of snow. And then I said, hey, come with me this way. I want to show you this cool path I know. And then we went off the side and then we turned the corner and then it was like all like Narnia. And obviously she knew. Did you know?
I didn't know up until I started to know when we were walking in the snow and he was holding my hand and like pulling me to this spot. But I thought we were going to a trail, but I knew something was up when I tripped and he kept pulling me. I was like, what? It just wasn't his usual, like he had something on his mind.
I remember like checking the ring with my snowboard gloves on. I mean, like the dexterity with snowboard gloves is so poor, and like trying to like look in my bag and make sure the ring was there and just so scared. And she said yes. And I think that getting married and then now we have 2 kids, we have a 3rd one on the way. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Rachel's pregnant right now.
Yeah, I'm truly amazed how our love has grown in the way that we do understand each other. Like that makes me love him more. And then I think to when we'll be seniors and like how special that will be. So, yeah.
It'll be special when we're seniors.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just in love and old.
At the end of Alpha, we often ask people a few questions to get feedback on their experience. One of the questions we ask is, would you have called yourself a Christian at the beginning of Alpha? Here's a few responses. Yes, but without any real experience of a relationship with God. Sort of. Not sure. Ish. Another person wrote, yes, though looking back, possibly no.
Okay, hand those to me. Imagine for a moment if I was asked if I was married to Rachel and my response was, yes, but without any real experience of a relationship. Or sort of. Or not sure. Or ish. Or yes, though looking back, possibly no. Here's the thing. I know that I'm married to Rachel, and you know when you're in a relationship with someone. And God wants you to know if you're a Christian, that you're in a relationship with Him. Some days, I don't necessarily feel my relationship with God, but feelings change so easily, so I try not to let them dictate my level of faith. One of my favorite verses is in Romans 8, and it says that nothing can ever separate us from God's love. This is a promise from God that His love doesn't change, regardless of how we might feel.
Another promise is in Revelation 3. Jesus says, "Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me. This verse describes Jesus knocking on the door of our lives. I love that Jesus says, if anyone hears my voice and opens the door. Anyone. That means you. And then he says, I will come in and eat with that person. Eating together is a sign of friendship. He's saying God wants a friendship with us.
Yeah, notice that he says, I will come in. Not I might come in or I'll think about it. You can be sure that if you invite Jesus into your life, he will come in. And he'll always be with you, now and for eternity. That's his promise. It's his word.
Talking about eating together. Think about those crepes.
Parents,
Think we can go back through
the door.